Please call me back. And it was about 10 o'clock at night. It really was late. And I called him back and he answered the phone, and you could just, I mean, he was so afraid. And he said, I don't know what to do. We're at our houses. You know, we don't know what to do. And my first thought was to get him out of the house, because he told me they're coming to our homes. He said they're knocking on our doors.
You'll hear a voice, you'll hear the voice of this woman, Barbara, and she describes how she sheltered 24, 25 undocumented immigrants when there was a raid of the Swift factory in Worthington. She was very close friends with some of the families of the people who worked there, and I read something that she said, and I was very moved by that, so I tracked her down, and this is a kind of response to her quite amazing act of kind of kindness, bravery and stuff in hosting these people who were too afraid to remain in their homes because the immigration authorities were coming after them. So I tend to go into a space and experiment with what I find there. So there were pulleys here, there were these kind of great big industrial winches and old equipment for doing these kind of things. So I wanted to try to keep in character with that. And there's this big bracket, there's a kind of, in this particular space, I think they gave it to me because they know the kind of thing I do. It's full of sort of places you might think about hiding someone. So there's a sort of blank door, which is the old door through to what's now the bathroom, but there's nothing behind it. And then there's this blocked-in window. It's bricked up. Well, I guess it was a window, but it's a huge, you know, but it's been bricked up. So there's a little recess, like an alcove there. And then there's the place above the wardrobe, and there's this kind of duct, which almost seems to be, once you start animating these things, almost with when you put other things in, all these old features of the space come to life. You can see the wall itself has a kind of interior to it, because the plaster's falling off and you can see the inside. You can see inside the ceiling where the beams, where the planks have fallen off and the beams are exposed. And it sort of fascinates me to make things which are partly invisible. So you can go in a space and you can kind of wonder where the object is, because it blends in. It's like a camouflage. It blends into the architecture, or the way the space looks, the way the space is made. So here there's going to be, it's kind of humorous. There's kind of a Murphy bed structure of this, but it's almost designed for you to hide inside it. So you'd be in the bed. You could be in the bed when it goes up against the wall. And there was this alcove here in the space, which has appealed to me as a place to sort of put somebody in. So there's this box bed, which can be winched up against the wall, and it creates a small, narrow space inside. And then you'll see these ropes and things that you could interact with. There'll be a rope that has a weight on the end, and when you pull it, this will be able to rise up. I think people will kind of look at the pulley system and think, what do you do with that? And if you want, you'll be able to get up into the Murphy bed inside there. Okay. Understand? Okay. It's okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
We don't have any immigrants here.
Yeah. Okay. how could you in your workplace or in your home address these very contemporary needs that many people in the population have? I'm very interested in the cohabitation of citizens, people with papers and people without papers, under the present regime, and how people kind of address each other with that.